Okay, so Torah concept in the New Testament, keep the commandments of God. Okay, so in Matthew 19:17, John 14:15, we see this concept to keep the commandments. It's emphasized. And again, this is deeply rooted in the Torah, right? And where obedience to God's commands is central to the covenant between God and his people. For instance, in the Shema, in Deuteronomy 5 through 6, it highlights the relationship between love for God and obedience to his commands, directly aligning with the teachings of Yeshua in the New Testament. In Exodus 20, the giving of the Ten Commandments sets the foundation for moral and spiritual obedience. These commandments serve as an enduring blueprint for living in accordance with God's will. And similarly, in Deuteronomy 11, verse 1, it states we are to have love for God and how this is inseparable from a life of faithful obedience. If we love God, we will live faithfully to him, right? And so the Torah, it also promises blessings for obedience that is seen in Deuteronomy 28. And Moshe recounts the blessings for those who are faithful in keeping God's commands, and then also warns about the consequences of disobedience. Okay, so the Torah emphasizes the framework for keeping God's commands, and the Messiah Yeshua demonstrated that framework for us, that how to live out those commands that we are to follow in his footsteps, right? So through these connections, we see how the Torah and the teachings of Yeshua both emphasize that true devotion is demonstrated through faithful action. Again, this is how the New Testament teaches Torah. The Torah has not passed away.